So where does the line get drawn as a producer and as a salesman? Where like let's say somebody wants to connect with you and like, hey, let's link up, and then you listen to their music and you're like, this is just complete trash. But but they got the bag. Like they have the bag. Like dude,
Hey, fair
1,000,
enough, man.
400. So like what do you do there? Like and in my position, I'm taking the money and I'm just working with them. And who knows?
Well, of
Maybe I can
course,
develop him.
yeah,
Maybe
but
I can develop him. But like how do you look at it like from that perspective? Is it like what let me take the money and maybe I can develop him, or is it like what just because like I want to work with Supreme artists, like I don't know if I could do this. Like,
sure. But look, I'll let you in on a little secret.
uh-huh.
Once upon a time, I sucked.
Yeah.
you know? Okay? Once upon a time,
Yeah.
I was an absolute bag of dog shit when it came to producing. It just wasn't what it is today, right? Everybody starts that way, right?
Mhm.
And it's like, I don't know, sometimes it's just like, maybe you're just like kind of trying to help people out where they can to like kind of get to that next step of improving their music in any which way. I think a lot of people will kind of figure it out all along. But that's the thing is like being good at music isn't the only reason why I want to hang out and chat with people, of course. I think part of it's also that I run this music feedback stream. So, of course, I hear a lot of stuff that is very unpolished.
Yeah.
But I make a lot of friends in my feedback streams that, it's like, of course, I'm super excited and interested when people come through that have really amazing music. Yeah, some people, though, are shopping by some, but I still have fun chatting with people, figuring out what inspires them, and really, I think that this is kind of what helps me, drives me in those scenarios. Is I'm so used to being the guy that's gonna try to like teach you this one little trick about gain staging or something that's gonna completely make your drums better or something like that. And I like being that guy. I like being the one guy that can teach you X, Y, and Z about, just like simple things that might completely change how you do things, right? And so, I don't know, maybe I come across people like this and I think like, oh, I might be able to help them get like to where they need to go because also I sucked one time. I used to be bad, right? Of
Yeah.
course, it's really fun when you're working with people that are dope, but I'm not
Yeah.
turned off from people that are still on their journey, right?
Of
So,
course. That was a great way to put it, bro. People that are still on their journey, and you're right. That's a really good perspective. I wasn't even thinking about that. Like at one time, bro, we all sucked. One time
yeah.
we weren't good, and then maybe somebody just gave us a chance. But I guess, have you ever worked on like developing artists before? And like, if so, like, what did that look like for you?
So, yeah, developing artists. And I guess that's really like, I don't know, because uh, like developing artists is such an industry term. I feel like that's
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, breaking an art. That's like the art of breaking an artist, right? Of like trying to get somebody, into their fan phase, basically. And yeah, I've definitely worked with, developing artists. I myself am a developing artist, right? I think it's really rewarding over the course of time when you start to see somebody kind of like really step into their prime, you know? Like I was saying, like I was just talking about my homie Pestilence from way back in the day, and man, I remember when I had first met him, he was just really getting the ropes of rapping,